Hello, Stitchy friend. Welcome back to the Raspberry Stitcher Flosstube. This is episode number 19, and this is August 31st, one day before Sampler September. Woohoo! I'm so excited. So today, I'm going to show you a couple things that I have an FFO, an FO, and what I've been working on a little bit, but most of this is going to be about Sampler September. I'm going to show you a whip parade of all the samplers I have going right now. I have them in two separate piles. I have one over here, which you can't hardly see, but it's pretty high, of just samplers. And then I have one over here of samplers that are reproduction samplers. So I know in a couple other people's floss tubes, and I know you've probably heard, but Sampler September, there's kind of a couple different categories of samplers. One is more of one that, are just brand new designs people have made that are gorgeous, fun samplers to do. And that's what this first stack is going to be. The next one is your reproduction samplers. So I separated them, and that's what those are. So I thought I would go through those different ones with you that I have going. Maybe we can count them together because I really have no idea how many I have. I also have a few that are kitted up that I might start. One of them for sure, because I do know that Ken Goldman and a couple of other people are doing a reflectissoir, and pick any one you want. So I have one to show you that I'm going to start. And I have some others that I don't have kitted, but I really wanted to show you because I really like them. So thank you for joining me, and let's get started. The first thing I have is an FFO, and I'm really excited to show you this, but shh, I'm trying to be quiet, so if I whisper, it's because I don't want my husband to hear. This is our beautiful anniversary piece. So this is the Ruskin's Penguins by Modern Folk Embroidery, and I have adapted it for our anniversary. I'm going to bring it a little closer, try to get it so the reflection is on there. And I did do a lot of different changes to it. So up here, this border is all satin stitches. I did change the word to a color. So I used the black and white that were from Caroline at Evertotes, from Leo and Roxy, that they had the threads, but I also added in a Leo and Roxy thread that's called My Funny Valentine because I thought it was cute. And I changed the word angry to that color because one can never be angry when you look at a penguin. So what I also did was move the penguins up. I put our name here. I put it's our 25th anniversary, so I put that in here, the date, and our initials. I changed all, you can see that, all of the snowflakes to kind of heart snowflakes. I added some others and kind of rearranged things a little bit. I also added our year that we got married, and then this year in each corner. So the first two numbers of each year. So hopefully you can see that. But I really, really love how this turned out. I'm super excited with just the frame. I looked at a lot of different options. I really thought I would go with something a little more ornate, but it just didn't look very good. And this one seemed the best. And when you look at this, I have the like the no reflection, the I guess it's like museum glass on here, and you cannot even tell at all that this glass is on here. It's fantastic. I did pay a little bit more for something like that, but I wanted to also make sure that this didn't fade, that this would be something hopefully our family would want to keep, since it is more of a personal family, type of stitching piece. But my husband and I, if you think, I know this seems a little odd, but my husband and I have a thing with penguins, and so I just think those are the most adorable penguins ever, and they look like they're in love. So that is my FO, and she did a great job. Look at the back, it's so professional. My friend Liz did this, and she is out of Fancy Works, and she does a lot of finishing through them, so contact them, and I will put their information below. My second finish, which is just an FO, is I finished, and I showed it on my Instagram, the M. Holloway Sampler by Red Barn Samplers, my friend Ray. She has started a business, so please check her out. I will link all of her information below. And thank you, Ray, for the little shout out and thank you on your floss tube. And if you haven't seen, she has 2 floss tubes out. She is so wonderful and so informational, and I love them. So I converted this to some silks I had. This is a DMC, okay? But I went ahead, since it was Ray's first one, I really wanted to make it special and do it in silks. So I had a variation of silks. And my green here, which is actually what Holloway's done, I ended up switching to this little bit darker color. When I first started stitching it, it was just a little too light on my linen. So I did switch that out. The colors that I did use, these are all Avera Soie. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to fold this so you can see it a little better. If you want to know what I stitched, I'm going to put this up here. Take a little snapshot of it, but those are, look at my horrible handwriting, those are the actual Avera Soie numbers for the silk. So, and also if you don't know, she not only has charts on there, she also has a freebie out right now, so go check that out. It's super cool. She talks about that on her second Flosstube. But she has these wonderful little corner gauges. Aren't those adorable? So really awesome. And I'm going to show you my beautiful Holloway sampler. Look how beautiful that is. It's so cute, so pretty. FYI, it is literally the size, almost smaller than my hand. It's only like 3 inches by 5 inches or something like that. So cute, so adorable. I stitched this on a 40 count by Dixie Sampler, and I really want to get more of this. Let me pull that out really, 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 really quick. I'm pretty sure it's in here. It is called Vintage Bee's Knees. So really pretty color. It's nice and dark enough that the light colors show up, but it's not too dark. Really love it. So yeah, this is my Holloway sampler by Red Barn Samplers, and it is absolutely adorable. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So please, please, please go check her out. She has some other samplers. Another one that I just picked up and would like to do is the Gratitude. This is another reproduction sampler. This is got a lot of 1/1, so definitely think about what count you would want to do this on. I am thinking I'll do this on the 36. So I think that'll be cute. And I've got some colors like this that are in another sampler that I'm going to show you later. And I might keep this out and see what you guys think. But I think I might try to, hopefully if I have enough left over, use those to do this sampler. This one is not big. It's 107 by 139. So I'm going to set that aside. All right. So those were the kind of FFO and FO that I had. Put this down here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go right into the sampler extravaganza that I have laid out here. So these are all of the samplers I have in progress whips. So I thought it would be fun to go through them. The first one I have is Victoria Band Sampler by Victoria Sampler. Very different from some of the other stuff I do, but I think it's so pretty. And you get to do a lot of different stitches and work with. This one has a ribbon in it, which is nice, different weights of threads. So it's really fun. And if you didn't know, Faye is basically retiring. So they will no longer be doing paper charts. Whatever they have left is what they will have. And then they will be doing, everything will be download only. And they don't sell any packs of threads really anymore either. They're kind of cleaning everything out. And I think they got rid of most of it. So here is where I'm at with that. I probably have, I don't know, a third of it done. It is so beautiful. This is a 28 count. It is in green. It's kind of like almost, I don't want to say rusty green, but it's in a green color. I don't know if I have that color listed in here. I have actually another whole, because this is a band sampler, so it is long. As you can see, now I have it upside down. And I have it backwards, but it is long. I do have another cut of this. I got it. They were, Fancy Works was getting rid of some stuff during one of the retreats I was at, and they were marking some stuff down. So this isn't exactly what's called for, but it's very, very, very close. I don't even think I have the color in here. I probably have it on my stuff at home, but it's a green color. It's kind of a dusty green, but it's super pretty. This does have metallics in it and beading. You can see the beading right here. I did add those already. This down here, this little house is all over one. Most of that scene, and then all the satin Bargello type stitches in through here, really pretty. This is all in through here is all different types of stitches. Super fun, keeps you really interested. The next part is going to be this band right below, and then we'll get into the ribbon stitching. So I really need to get back to this and put a few stitches in it. I haven't decided on my plan exactly, but for Sampler September, but we'll see. Maybe I can get a little bit in each one of these. I don't know. The next one is Emily's House by Lindy Stitches. I originally got this as kind of a semi-kit from her. It came with the bag, it came with some of the flosses and the fabric. So, and I have the border done, and I have started down on the bottom on the lettering. I do have a mistake in my border, so I have one extra stitch. So I'm just going to compensate and even everything out in between. So it'll work out. Here are the beautiful overdyes. There are multiple DMCs, very rusty kind of colors, very fall autumnal colors. But here's where I'm at. As you can see, I have the border all done. It's very pretty. This blue in here is Brethren blue, but it is the, what I say, old Brethren blue, which is more of like a teal blue, not the green. So it's super, super pretty. This is on, now I'm going to forget. I may have to open it up. I believe it's 36 count PTP and Oaken. Yep. So this also has a really pretty, for the moon, it's a sulky, and it's this gray silver sulky, which will be really pretty once I get to it. So this also comes with a little small that you can do. So really fun. I really liked the saying. If you haven't read that, it says, "Speak for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute." So, if you know anything about my background, I have a son with autism, so we really try to speak for him and help him through his life and navigating things. So I really enjoyed that phrase. It meant a lot to me. So yeah, I really like this. I really should get back to it and put a few stitches in it too. A lot of things that I have not touched in a while, so maybe this would be a great time to do that. The next one, which I know I've seen a lot of in the last month because it was July, and this one just goes along with it, Land That I Love. Right here, Beautiful by Teresa Kogut. I am doing this on 46 count gray, I believe. Now I always second guess myself. This is what happens when you do have A, too many whips, and B, haven't worked on them and you don't know when. That would be the biggest problem, is you then don't know what, you know, what you really have going on. So, and for some reason, nothing is coming up. So, anyway, then I did a slight conversion. I'm using pretty much most of the called for. I am changing it up a little bit. So some of the blues and reds. So I decided that instead of the DMC Terracotta 3777, I'm using Merlot by Weeks Dye Works. And then for, let me see here, let's star. For the redwood bark, which is DMC 3857, I am using cherry bark by Gentle Arts. Then I kind of shifted some of the gray blues. So I'm trying to organize them here. I added in blacksmith blue, but I believe they have, is that right? I don't think they have blacksmith blue. And I am doing that instead of the corn blue, but I'm still using corn blue. I just moved it to what would have been Chesapeake Bay. So I still have corn blue, but I'm putting it where Chesapeake Bay is. And then Chesapeake Bay, I moved to what was Dolphin. Now there are going to be some exceptions. I just wanted it to be a little more blue instead of gray. I am going to do the Dolphin for the house on the front for sure. But some of the other blues throughout the actual stuff is going to be the same. And then Fathom. I believe it already had Fathom, I believe, and I didn't change it. I'm still using Fathom. So, but all the other DMCs and Weeks Dye Works are all the same. But I did change that a little. If you have any questions about that, let me know. I got this gorgeous bag to put it in. But this is all the further I've gotten. I do maybe have a mistake in the border, so I'm going to have to double check when I start on this again. I guess I have a little bit more there. I need to kind of get all the way across and then kind of see where I am with that border. That border is a little tricky to count out, especially on 46. And I'm pretty sure this is gray by Weeks Dye Works. So that's what I have done on that one. I really like it. It's really pretty. I need to get back to this. Like I said, all of them I'm going to say that. I really need to get back to this. All right. The one that I started for my birthday, and pretty sure it's my birthday, is Blooming Bouquets Hopeful number 6 by Jeanette Douglas. I think it's so gorgeous. It's got all those purples in there. I literally have the very bottom flower done, and that is it. So honestly, I have to get back to this. All I have done. And I started in the bottom left. Mostly because I usually am a top left starter, but because of the words and the bouquet, I just wanted to go up because I felt like this one would be easier if I went up. So, especially since I've done one before, this is one of the other bouquets. I think this one's Joyful, I think. It really does make it easy. Like I did all the borders first. I did on these, which I normally don't do. I usually do the borders as I go, but I did that outside border, and then there is a little satin stitch border inside there. I've shown that on another Flosstube if you want to look at it. And I made this cute bag for my birthday at that point. And all of hers, all of these come with silk packs, so I am using those. They're in my little baggies. And so, but yeah, I really should get back to that too. I don't have much done on that either, do I? All right, one that a lot of people have done is Winter Rose Banner. I am doing this on, trying to remember if I have it in here. I really should write this on papers and put them in here. Don't think it's Xjude, and it's a darker color for her here. And I am doing a silk conversion by Vicki Clayton silks. Now I did add in a couple of others because of the fabric I have. Some of the colors just seem to blend together or where they were, so I'm just kind of doing it as I go. But I do have all the border done. That is all I have done in this one is the border. So I really should go in there and put in some motifs or something. That's what I should do for this one. But I really, really like it. Super, super pretty. The colors are gorgeous. Those silks are really pretty on this. And I like it on the darker linen. My linen is a little bit darker than probably most. It's definitely darker than the called for Brenda's Brew, because I have some Brenda's Brew and I know it's darker than that, but I like it. I should have put my patriotic ones together. I have another patriotic one, the Little House Needleworks, the Early Americans. I've done Betsy Ross and John Hancock. I am working on Martha Washington, which is this one, and I'm doing them all on one. And I believe this is on the called for, which is 10 Roof, with all the called for classic colorworks, except I did add in Vonna's Cherry Cobbler and Blacksmith Blue that she did. I really do like those colors. And then I'm also doing Vonna Pfeiffer's border as I go. It's gorgeous. If you've not seen it, it's on her blog. She gives it away free. She is an amazing, amazing lady who lives in my state. And I truly appreciate all that she does for needleworkers and the tutorials, because I have used them over and over and over. If you don't know about her, you're living under a rock, because she's amazing. Just put in Vonna, V-O-N-N-A, and you will find everything about what she has to offer, and she's truly appreciated. So I will show you what I have. I have just the top two done, and then the outside border where Martha Washington will go. And you can see that I've started Vonna's border over here. Just a little closer on the two that I have done. And so you can really see the border. Super pretty. Love it. I believe I'm doing this on, I want to say 36. It could be 40 though. I don't remember. It's been quite a while since I've worked on this. It might be 40. It calls for 30 count because they make them in little pillows, but I'm doing it either on 36 or 40. So really, really cute. All right. My other one that I absolutely love by Teresa Kogan is Newcastle Bouquet right here. And I was so lucky that I got to meet her and she signed mine. I got to see this in person before it was at market. What was that, 2-3 years ago now? And it was gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So I knew I had to stitch this. The border, the birds, the flowers, really, really pretty. And what I think is amazing, and kudos to Teresa, is there aren't even as many colors in there as you think there are. So this is the color palette, super pretty, super pretty. I love it. Okay, and this is on 40 count. I'm doing it as called for. It's on 40 count straw by Weeks, and I've got half my border done. Oh, I'm upside down. Let's try that again. I've got half my border done. Is that right? Yep, half the border done. Some of the alphabet down there, the flowers, starting on the flowers towards the basket. So right down here, I'm working on those right there, coming over this way. But 5 of those to 6 is about halfway with the border. And this border is no joke. It is symmetrical. You must be totally on with it. You cannot be off a stitch, but it's gorgeous. The colors are absolutely beautiful. So, and they pop off of the straw. And I also want to point out that she came out with a Biscornu based off of that. I believe they did this on doubloon by Picture This plus 40 count, but I'm going to use the straw because I want it to match and look the same. I'm excited about that. Okie dokie. All right. I'm not counting. Maybe you guys can count for me and tell me in the comments how many do I have going. This was another birthday starts. I'm obviously not finishing my birthday starts. Vintage Tulip Designs, Midsummer Garden. I love it. It's the purples, the greens. It's gorgeous. This is I got the Xjudesigns floss for this and fabric that we're called for. And 40 count though, and this is Rocky Mountain. And all I have is this beautiful corner. I really should work on this some more. It's so pretty. It's like a grungy white with the grunge is like grays though. Really pretty. Really, really pretty. And I made this bag for it. It's a beautiful little bag, right? Cute. Yeah, of course purple. Have to have purple. But that was inspired by KittenStitcher, who stitched this and finished it. I think, did she finish it this year or last year? I can't remember. But check her out. She finished that one. It's beautiful. Love it. This was a New Year, New Start in 2021. I still have not finished it. I must finish it this year. So this one I might really, really focus on. I feel like I just need to get this done. So this is the HollandMerck Slap by Jeanette Douglas. I got the floss conversion, or the floss from the packs, and I also used the called for fabric, which is 32 count mocha by Zweigert. So just plain, just a light mocha kind of look. But here is my progress. I have about a third of this done, almost half. Yes, I know I have 2021 in it. I did not finish it yet. It's super, super pretty. There's some different stitches in there. But as you can see, I am right here. Actually, I think I'm down a little bit. I guess I have most of this done. So I just have this bottom portion, but there's a lot. This is a lot. That is a lot. This is a lot. There's a lot of stitching in there. If I focused on it, I could probably get this done this year. That would be good. Also, it's a little bit faster stitching since it is on 32 count. It goes by a little quicker, especially when you've been working on 46 and 40. You go back to 32 and you're like, woo, this is a breeze. So I have that to work on. All right, I have one more sampler that is what I call, a new or new design type sampler. Oh, I lost stuff. May have to pause and grab that in a minute. This one is by Lizzie Kate. I think it's the only Lizzie Kate I've had or done. It's The Spirit of Christmas. It's the mystery sampler. So it came in 3 parts. This is what it will look like. I am doing it on 40 count. I do have all the buttons and stuff. I may not be using all of them depending on how they fit on it. But I have the whole pack. I bought like a kit from someone. Let's see if I can find it in here. May have actually put it away. Yeah, so I have all the beads and the buttons that go on it. So I will see what fits and how and everything and sew those on eventually. But really pretty colors, purples and pinks and really pretty greens. I am doing this on 40 count Lakeside Bittersweet. So it's a pink, a pale, pale, pale pink. And it's so pretty. And I just have that top portion done so far. I could definitely get some progress on this too. It's so pretty and it's really easy to stitch. It's really fun. So there's that one. So those are all of the ones that I have in progress that are new designs by designers. Now we're going to look at reproduction. So all of those really fall under that hashtag of Sampler September. All the ones I'm going to show you fall under Sampler September, but you add in Sampler September Soiree, and that really has to do with reproductions only. So when you go into that hashtag, that's where you're going to see all the reproduction samplers. So I thought first I would show you where I am at on my memories of the past that I am stitching in celebration of my mom. So I'm doing this as celebration, hashtag celebration. Memories of the past celebration. Oh, I'm going to have to put it down below. I'll put it in there. So I finally made it across the whole top. Look at that. I am so excited. This is about 17 to 18 inches across. I haven't measured it exactly. This is Thornfield by Linen and Flax. It said it was 46, but when I stitched it out, it was about 43. So it's a little bit, that's why I say between 17 and 18, because if you look on here, I believe a 46 count should be 16.74 by 12.22, and I'm closer to 17, a little over 17, I think. Maybe not quite 18 across the top. And I've got all the alphabet done. I'll pull this up and show you some of the different parts. So if you look at this sampler, in here was actual numbers, and I ended up recharting it and putting my mother's name, which is Marcia, or Marcia. She's had many renditions of how to say her name, but originally I believe it was Marcia. Is how my grandmother pronounced it. This border has its exact repeats, so there are corrections in this chart. Please go to Nicola's site, Hands Across the Sea website, go under this chart, and in there will be a tab for corrections. Please look in there, because there are, in the first printing of this book, there are multiple issues with specifically the border. So that is that part. I've started to come down this side here, and the little birds and flowers are so pretty. Look at that. They're gorgeous. And that yellow owl. Just so many little details, a little bow. Very, very, very cute. I'm doing this with 103 silks. So super pretty. I am going to be adding some more personalization. I'm kind of wondering if I might add something in here. I'm not sure. I haven't decided. So, but yeah, I really, really love this. It's so pretty. All the way across with the alphabet. I just have the start of these to do, come down, and then that side of the birds repeats on the other side. So a lot of these same motifs where I've left off, this repeats on this side over here. So I'll probably come down through there. And I'll probably start working on the verse. So going through and starting some of that verse. And that's all 2 over 2. So there's no over 1 in this at all. And then, you know, do some down the side. We'll start working on the verse and, you know, adding motifs in as I go. And working on that border. That border is no joke either. It's a lot of repetition. You really learn it once you get going. But then after a while, you're like, I'm so bored of this. But it's really, really, really pretty. It's so pretty. I just love the purples and the pinks and the blues. I mean, this has so many beautiful colors. There's 24 colors in this. So no joke in floss either. I bought this special bag for it from So Much to Love. They used the Anna Green Gables fabric for this, and then I had to buy some of that fabric, which I still haven't done anything with. So there's that one. All right, so the next one, which just got released, I got this as a kit, a 4-part kit online from the Homespun Needlework Facebook group page. It was one of the first ones they did a long time ago with Stacey Nash. I think it was last year. So there were, it came in 4 separate parts. Okay, it's Maria Higginson, 1837 sampler, which is now released. I've started it. I need to get going on this. It's so pretty. A few people have finished it. I don't even know if I have a full picture of it, but you can go on Stacey Nash's Instagram and see it. So this was the first part that we got, and I finished that. This was the second part, was down this side, and some of this down in here. And it's really, really pretty. You can see some of the down by the house. This was, oh wait, this was part 2 down here. I guess this was part 3. Oh, that was, anyway. Okay, you can see some of that. Part 3 was the other side and down around there. Then part 4 was the actual house. And that blue roof is just so cool. So cool. There is some over 1 in this. So not a lot. These little guys right here are over 1. This verbiage here, the phrase in the at the top is over 1. So, but it's very, very pretty. It's all in weak dye work, super pretty. It's on a 36 count straw. So the over 1 isn't too bad on 36. But this is what I have done. It is a big girl. It is, I'm going to look and see, does it say here? 228 by 233. So it's a good, decent size. It's not tiny for sure. Try to hold this up so you can see everything that I have done. Now, the original sampler had some embroidery up in the corners, and there's, if you go under Maria Higginson Sampler, I believe on Instagram, you'll see one of the people who stitched this did some of that embroidery, recreated it in these corners, and I might do a little bit, but it actually came out more. So this isn't a pure reproduction, but it's very, very, very close. You can see that beautiful butterfly. This is a really pretty border. I'll show you some of the 1 over 1 a little more up close. Now there is some of the colors that kind of blend in, or they're kind of a ghost, you know, ghosting. But there's the over 1. And the butterflies are really pretty. Super duper pretty. So I would love to put a little more in this. I will say that tree gets a little tedious with going every which way, you know, this way, that way, up, down, round. So I think that's when I was like, I'm done for a while. I kind of was like, I'm done. So I should really get back to that. It's really pretty. So, but it is out right now. It was released at Expo, so I know you can pre-order it and then get that in. All right, the next one, I think everybody and their brother started Elizabeth Iles for the birthday start on the 1st. So I started it. I actually bought this a while ago before that because I had seen Lindy Stitches stitch it and I thought it was so adorable and I loved what it said. So I ended up doing a little bit of a different conversion. I've got some just different cottons overdyes and of my own that I just kind of matched up. Really pretty colors. And then I also ended up getting the Xjude silks for the different shades of skin. She had a little 4-pack. I thought that would be good. And then I am doing it on an Xjude fabric. I think, man, I'm getting bad at these. Let's see if I have that in here or not. I don't even think I have that in here. Nope. All right. But it's a darker brown, which is very different from others. I have the tiniest of starts. Look at this. Like, it's sad, but it's really pretty. The 2 different colors. So we'll see. I should probably put some in there. Maybe I could stitch an angel or something, or get a little further on that border so I know where I'm at. That's not very much progress, though. All right, this one is one I've had for quite a while, and I really should just buckle down and finish it. It is a Sarah Lytle Sampler Bag by Stacey Nash. I don't see many people do this one. I really liked how the picture looked, so I did not follow the fabric or most of the flosses. I kind of chose my own. I really wanted it to be that turquoise and gold look. And I really thought that fabric looked like a gray to me and not, this was stitched on, let me see, straw, which is like yellow. And that's not what I wanted. So I got a piece of, I believe it's 36 count Gretchen's Gray by Dixie Sampler. It was an older piece that I had gotten somewhere, and I thought it looked really good. So these are the colors, and see how pretty and turquoisey and gold. So what I am thinking is I might use some of those colors for this if I have enough. I think I might. Be really pretty to do this in. And then this is where I am at. A good amount done. Really cute. I really like it. So there is some satin stitching. Hard to see, but these are all satin stitches. And they're all, there might be some stem stitching and things in there. So there's a little bit of that in there. And I think I stopped because I wasn't as comfortable with that. But now that I have done this, Jane Fittis, I feel a little more comfortable doing that. So I really should pick that up and do it again. And the colors are just different. Like they're not my normal colors, but I like them. I think this might have to go in this bag. So I remember I want to use that floss. All right. The next one is by Kathleen Littleton, Cross Stitch Antiques. Love this, A Child's Petition, 1845. So pretty. Really need to work on this some more. I will tell you this is big. So this is 205 by 245, and that whole verse is over 1. So I ended up buying some Swatserfine to do the verse in. I still have to decide, I don't think it's in here. I have to find it and put it in there. I still have to decide what color. I bought some different colors. I think that is in black, but I might do a dark green. I think a really dark green would be really pretty. So this is on, I bought the kit from Cross Stitch Antiques. She sells kits. This is on 40 count Sand Dune by Lakeside, and I got all the MPIs with it in the kit. So here is my little corner. A tiny, tiny little corner, but it's so beautiful. I love it. So this does take a while because there's a lot of color changes, but what I did do with this one, because there were so much color changes, I do have all of these in little snack baggies, but I put a needle in each one. So that way I can just throw that back in there and pick that needle right back up. So like in this one, you can see there's a needle right there. And then I always put on the symbol, which one it is. Makes it a little easier. I really should put these on some rings. That was the other thing I need to do. I need to buy some rings to do that. So there is the Child's Petition. Super cute. All right. The next one I started a little while ago with a bunch of my Zoom friends, remote stitchers, is Antong Umfendel. She is a Vicki. We have a quote, a 2-year plan for this. I probably need to get on that 2-year plan a little bit more. So maybe this month she'll get some love, but she's very big, 320 by 378. I do have the Vicki Clayton Silks conversion right here. Beautiful colors. I mean, just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Now I will say, because of the fabric I chose, I am doing, I believe, Little Bunny by Xjude. It is like a peachy pink pale color. Some of these, unless they're inside, don't show up as much, especially that one. And then this really light pink. This is a pale pink. This is more of, you can kind of see the little bit of difference there. But I will say, if they're on the outside, I can see it when I look up close at it, but from far away, you can't see it. But I'm like, I don't care. It's what it is. And if you want to see this one finished just recently, go to, my desk is shaking the computer. Go to Catherine Adrian's Trinky on Instagram. I'll link that below. She just finished it. She just did a video, a little short video and picture of it. It's gorgeous. Congratulations, my friend. I am so happy for you, and I can't wait to see it framed. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. And she did hers on 36 count, I believe. I'm doing mine on 40 because there is a good amount of over one. So I thought 40 would be good. So here is my progress right now. I just have this little corner done. So I need to probably work up on this over one. There's I think a motif over there too. So that may be what I need to do. Yeah, these two. I guess, am I doing that side, this side? I guess it doesn't matter. Just the little motifs up here. Need to work on those. And then I'd like to get more of this done along here. Start on this big beauty here and keep going across and down as I go and working across over that way. So I can make sure I'm lined up correctly. That's really important to me. A bunch of people were doing the whole border around. I've tried that many times and it just is not a good thing for me. Doesn't work. I'm always off, and then I'm cussing. It's not good. It's not pretty. So here is my beautiful Anne so far. She's pretty. I know this looks very creamy, but it is a pale kind of peachy pink color. I like the color of this up here. It's really pretty. It's a pretty color. I'm going to do Isabella on the same fabric with the Vicki Clayton silks too. So they will be very uniform then. All right, so there's Anne. All right, so my last one that I have going, which I started at StitchCon, is Heartstring Samplery, the Small Samplings Collections. I got these as kits from Beth Twist's website. I am doing this one on 36 count Sweet Melon by Xjude, which it looks a lot stronger here, but I'm going to show you up against. These are the beautiful bright colors. I started this for spring and summer because it's just so pretty. The colors are just bright, super, super bright, really, really pretty. But as you'll see, my thread got a little caught there. I have trailing threads on this, by the way. As you'll see, it's a lot lighter. Put this up here, see if this works. When it's just by itself. But it is so pretty and so gorgeous, this Sweet Melon. You want something spring, a lot of those Easter ones, this is a really pretty color. It's not overpowering and it's soft yet still bright. It's really, really pretty. When you get it folded up, it looks really bright, but then you get it single by itself, one, layer, it doesn't look as bright. It's really pretty, super pretty. I just have a little bit there. So this could be one that possibly could be finished. I think if I kept working on it, it's really small and little, but really focus on that, I could finish that. It's super, super cute. So that's another option to focus on and get one thing done. I don't know. Along with that, I want to show you, so those are all the ones that I have started. Those are all my whips. But going on forward, I wanted to show you a couple of things that I thought would be really, really pretty. And since this kind of goes with Heartstring, she came out with the Samplings book, if you haven't seen. So I have finished this one. This is the one I'm working on. I have this one already together and kitted that I got from her. And then she added these in this book along with some little smalls. But the one I would like to do is this one right there. It's so beautiful. So pretty. Let me get the name of it. It is Ann Dexter. This is really kind of like a memorial sampler. If you see, there's the urn, all the flowers. So I think I would like to do this for someone in specifically. I haven't 100% nailed that down, but I think I'm going to and change it a little bit. But that's one that's kind of on my radar. Okay. Another heartstring that I'd like to do later is Ye Old Noel. This was in the, what was that? By KittenStitcher. Did the Christmas little thing. Anyway, I got it in that. Sorry, lost my mind. But I think it's so pretty and the colors are so pretty. I don't have anything kitted up for this, but I want to do that one so much. It's gorgeous. All right, that one I'd like to do. This one by Hands Across the Sea, Emily Wildack, 1874. I'd really like to do that one. It's really pretty. The script on this one is really pretty. I like that. And the colors look gorgeous. There's some lavender, the pale blue, the red, and the green. My other one that's on the radar is Christy Barron by Erica Michaels. This was a release from Market, and I am in love with it. That huge berry bowl and all of the different motifs. It's really pretty. Super pretty. I like it a lot. And then one that I got at a retreat that somebody was selling is Rebecca Stewart by Needle Made Designs. It's really gorgeous. Just a motif sampler. I'm loving the colors. This was all done with Gloriana, Belsois, and a Verissois 103. So I don't have anything for it either. But, you know, it's not super big. It was stitched on 40 count. This was a 2020 design. I'm sure it's available out there. On 40 count, it'd be 11 by 16. So it's not giant, but it's a good size. It's 229 by 320. I say it's not giant, but you know, you pick away at those motifs once every so often, you probably get it done pretty quick. All right, those are the ones that I would like to stitch, but I don't have anything. I mean, I could probably kit them up maybe here, but I'd have to probably buy some stuff. All right, I'm going to put you on pause because something fell on the floor, and then we're going to go over the ones that I have kitted that are really on my mind that I think I'm going to at least start one, if not all. So we'll see. All right, I am back. Wasn't that far for you, was it? Anyway, first one I want to show you is the Reflectissoir for the September 1st start with my nice friend Kim Goldman. I'm sure you know her. So this is what I'm going to do. It is from the Schoolgirl Sewing Club out of the Cruel Goblin. So this is not necessarily available for everyone. It is a smaller one by them, but it's so pretty. It's right here. That's what it looks like. How cute it is. This one is called MJ Boivin, B-O-I-V-I-N, 1874. These are the gorgeous colors. Look at that. It's the card we got it on. Isn't that cute? So pretty. These are all of silks, a Verissois. And it is going to be on 36 count Fox and Rabbit flannel flower. So this is the fabric. Love it. And that's going to be my start tomorrow, which I'm very, very, very excited about. Okay, my next one is back to Heartstring Samplery. She is doing more of those small collections this year. This one is Janet, I think it's Pratt. It's Janet H. Pratt, 1883. I believe I showed this on another one. It's so pretty. And it's very simple colors. There's only 4 actual DMCs. They're just DMCs. And I have 2 pieces of Dixie Sampler I thought I would do it on. So I'm trying to decide. So here are the colors. This is called Beach. Laying here. I think it's called Beach. Let me look down here. 2 of them down here. Beachfront, and the other one is Fern Gully, which is a pale green. So what do you guys think? I need to decide. I thought this would be perfect, and then I pulled this out and I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. It's kind of pretty. So we'll see. So that is another one I'd like to start. I really should finish the other small first and then start this one. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. All right. I have 4 of them here, so I have 2 more. The other one I thought, since it's all kitted up and it's so beautiful, would be the new Blackbird design, Lydia R. Cohican. The only thing about that is I am really, I love that pattern. I love the colors. Here are the colors. It's on Fiber on a Whim Oatmeal. Here are the beautiful flosses, cotton flosses. Really pretty. The only thing is I really am thinking I might, this is the original that the design was inspired from. I'd kind of like to do some of this in there. So it would mean maybe some recharting or some adding or something. So that I have to figure out. So that might not start right away, but I may start working towards a start on that, at least figuring out what I want to do. This is a limited kit from Threads of History Club from Country Sampler. So I don't know that if they have any more left or if you can get this or not, but you can always call them. But I am in that club, so I got that. The other one is from my friend Kathleen Littleton, Cross Stitch Antiques. My friend Roxy finished this one, and it's gorgeous. It's Mary Green, Ashton School 1846. This picture does it no justice. If you go to Roxy Vore on Instagram, she, I believe, has finished it, and you can see it on there. Or even just use the hashtag Mary Green. It's gorgeous. It is a decent size sampler. I don't think it's huge. 270 by 272. I bought the kit from Kathleen in 46 count. Yes, 46 count straw. Because that's what Roxy did it on, and it looked gorgeous. But these are the beautiful silks. So pretty. NPI. Look at how pretty those are. That blue is going to be so amazing on the straw. Love it. So that is one I could just pick up and start also. So definitely going to start this one. I believe this one will definitely get started, but I really am going to force myself to probably finish the other one. And then Lydia might not get started, but I just need to decide how I want to go forward with her. And this one might get started too. It's so pretty. All right. That is my sampler September. As you see, I have a lot to choose from. Right now, I have no idea what I want to do. As you could hear, there are many I would like to stitch on. I love this month. It's still like you can do samplers and work on stuff like that before you get to the Christmas stuff. Like, that's the other thing I think, oh, now I've got to start thinking about that and if I'm going to have gifts or what I'm going to do. I do have a secret stitch that I just finished that I can't talk about yet. I'm going to a retreat in October with some friends, and that is a part of that. So once I give that, it'll be a little while, yes. It's at least a month away. And what I'm going to make that into, I am very excited about, and I hope that the receiver loves it the way I love it, because every time I make something, I'm like, why didn't I make 2? Should have just been stitching 2. I'm very excited to go on that retreat. It's going to be fantastic, and I will, of course, tell you all about it. I think that's it. I'm going to leave you with my beautiful sampler. Oh, it's so cute. And look, my little penguin cup. Yes, I had to get a drink of water. I am excited. So I hope you have a great sampler September. And I almost forgot, I've got to pick the winner of the chart from my local needlework shop that gave me. So give me just a second. Okay, I'm back. And our winner for the Heartstring Sampler, a plant of rapid growth that Always in Stitches gave me to give away, which I love this, is Carolyn Stitches, who sat with me for breakfast one day at StitchCon. So Carolyn, please email me. My email's below, or message me on Instagram. Let me know what your address is, and I will send that out to you. I am so happy for you. Congratulations. All right, that's all from me, guys. Have a great sampler September. I will see you in about 2 to 3 weeks. I'd like to give you an update sometime in the middle of the month. And as always, be kind. Bye, guys.